Hi dear traders and investors, today is Tuesday, November 14. I'm online with a fresh market review prepared for InstaForex. The highlight of the day is inflation data for the US. The CPI report is due to at 13:30 GMT. The market is likely to trade flat until that time. I warned you about high volatility around this time. Let's discuss how we can participate in such strong trend moves. Let's go. The first chart to discuss is gold. The instrument closed yesterday with a curious correctional move. I know that lots of traders are betting on the gold growth on the back of the US dollar's weakness. I think it might happen. I don't mean to support either buyers or sellers. I just want to detect clusters of liquidity created by stop losses and recognize trading signals. There was nice buying activity yesterday which triggered the seller's stop losses. I understand those who want to buy gold. I have good news for the buyers. I found out a good target between yesterday and the day before yesterday. Everyone sees support and resistance. All speculators aim to buy or sell an asset at ultimately beneficial prices. So the best idea is to buy gold from swing lows which happened yesterday. To sell the metal, we should enter from a swing high which has been already tested. I reckon a nice downward correction from that level. The CPI report could trigger sharp price swings, hence you may either buy or sell. What about the euro-dollar pair? Yesterday I predicted its growth. I was right. I predicted growth from a swing low on a 5-minute time frame. I discovered that swing low on November 10 in the American session. When the market opened on Monday, I went long from that swing low. I made the right forecast as the market has already grown by 340 pips today. I set a stop loss 100 pips down. What is good for the buyers? They may close some of their positions and the instrument is now exactly at a swing high formed on November 9. Yesterday I recommended closing some long positions at a lower swing high here. Those who trade following the swing strategy could have earned from several positions because the market gyrated between swing points unable to determine the direction. Now the euro is trading higher, the buyers are looking forward to a higher high. If the price approaches it, the next move will be to update the extremum. Well, everything will depend on the inflation report. In simple words, if the CPI is red, we will see a robust upward move. The data in green will push the euro down. In essence, there's lots of money both from the buyers and sellers. The swing strategy could already have brought you decent earnings. Statistically, the market traders sideways for the most time. You may apply the swing strategy in the flat market and earn most of your profits. You might avoid trend-following strategies as trends unfold during shorter periods. I know the popular statements that big money could be earned only during strong trends. I take it with a pinch of salt. Who can boast it? I assume that the pound-dollar pair would grow from a pin bar created on Friday, so the instrument might go up. I have bad news for the buyers. The bottom of the bar was not pierced. The instrument left a target. You are certainly aware that the British pound tends to leave untouched targets and never return to them. Please be cautious today. The sterling will also trade vigorously today because the US dollar will give the instrument fresh impetus. The USD CAD pair is in a slipping mode. It has approached its swing high for 15 times. Not good news for the sellers. A further trajectory will determine today. All currency pairs are making retracements. The news will be the key. Patience, please. It will be great to see a three-wave structure complete. For these, we need a soft greenback. A weak US CPI will trigger big waves. The Australian dollar is following the same scenario as the pound sterling. Both instruments are now near 2-day lows. There are a lot of targets, I hope, for weak inflation data, so the AUD-USD pair will move up. What is going on with the yen? Yesterday, the Bank of Japan or some other powerful market maker forced the dollar-yen pair down by 700 pips. It occurred suddenly in 1-2 minutes. Then we saw robust buying activity. This is also the case when we could have earned with the swing strategy. I want the instrument to complete a three-wave structure with a break of that low. I found a few large downward targets on the 4-hour chart. Once again, if the US CPI is red, the weak US dollar could bend the currency pair. The Bank of Japan might also intervene. So the odds are that those targets will be hit. That's all for today. Don't miss my regular video. Good luck.